Hey guys, welcome back to Rolling on a Budget. My name's Hannah, and this video I'm going to be going over my February net worth tracking. So it's March now, so I closed out my budget for February. So I've been tracking this year just to see what my net worth is. And now this is also for my husband too. So we just have it combined as one. I'm not going to do mine separate than his, so we just do it together. So just kind of keep that in mind that it's for the both of us. But let's get into it. So I've been tweaking this spreadsheet as I kind of go along. And for those of you that don't know, this is in Google. So it's called Google Sheets. It's not Excel. It's free because if you have a Google account, it's free. And that's what I use. But I've been adding like formulas in here as I go for things that I want. So I added this difference from each month. And all it is I'm subtracting this from this. That's literally what this formula is. And you could just put your sum here and then whatever box you want to subtract, add, multiply, divide, whatever. But let's go. So for February, I'm going through my assets. My Ford Escape, we share a car. I'm just keeping the value at $10,000. I know it's a little more than that, but I'm just going to keep it at $10,000. My savings account did jump up a lot right here to $3,700. That is because we got part of our tax return. Usually don't get that much money back, but my husband switched jobs this year, so it was kind of a weird year, and we weren't sure how it was going to affect our taxes, so we wanted to put more money aside just so we don't owe. So that will kind of go down next year, but that's why it was so high. So that was just an increase from our tax return, and I talked about it in the last video, I believe, but I already have plans to spend that money, even though I would love to save it. I need to get a new drip system for my irrigation, and I want to get some rock in my backyard and just fun stuff. So that money's kind of already spent, but it's in the savings account for now. So when I finish my March one, that will probably go back down a little bit. Then my Morgan Stanley account is at $2,876.76. For that, so that kind of jumped up a little bit. My husband's Roth IRA jumped up about $200. We do put $100 in there every single month. And then I have a 403B. Now, I actually paused my contributions to this one. It was not doing as good as I wanted it to do, and it didn't make sense for me to keep contributing that when I can contribute to my other accounts that are going to make a lot more money back. So I stopped contributing that. So this will kind of just stay the same and increase a few dollars, not by much though. My retirement plan from work, $15,223.84. My husband's retirement, $1,786.74. We have Ally savings account is $1,069.79. And this one, I have buckets in there. So like I have a pet emergency fund, a car emergency fund, money for traveling with family. We have a family vacation coming up that I'm contributing to. So just different like sinking funds kind of, and emergency funds. Our home value is probably higher than this, but I just want to keep it there. Kind of similar to my car, but I know my house is actually going for more than that right now. And then liability. So these are things that we owe. So our mortgage, $192,595. That's just gonna go down a few $100 every month, kind of. Yeah, so we owe a lot less than what our home is valued. We bought at a good time a couple years ago, right before the market started going up, so we kind of got at a good time. And my favorite thing is our car loan. It's getting smaller and smaller every month. Yes. So we started January at $11,277. And this month, we were able to throw a lot of money last month at it in February. So we're at $9,997.21. So that's really going to help our net worth once we pay this car off, because that's $10,000 pretty much that's going to go up. And my goal for this year is to get to $100,000 for our net worth combined, which I totally know we can do, because once this is paid off, that's literally going to jump our net worth up $10,000. So I'm really excited about that. So to find your net worth, essentially you subtract your assets, or your liabilities against your assets. So right now we're at $82,977. So the difference from February to January, I just subtract the two, which was $5,801.28. It won't be like that every month. Like I said, we got our tax return money, so that helped a lot. But we already have plans to spend that money. So on average, I would like to see our net worth continue to rise $3,000 every month. That's kind of my goal. Every month to go up $3,000. I would love to do more, but that's kind of just like my goal for now. If we can continue to do that, I'd be really happy. And I know I can hit my goal of 100,000 this year then. So I'm going to continue to work on that. But like I said, unfortunately, being an adult means you have to pay for fun stuff and being a homeowner, like landscaping and things like that. So I'm spending my tax return money on that fun stuff. But that's kind of it for February. Nothing too big, just that tax return came in. Now March, we actually got our second part of our tax return. So in February, we got our federal tax return. And then in March, like the second day in March, we got our state tax return, which was a little bit. So I know I will be putting that in March too. So that might see a little jump in that as well. And then sounds like we're getting a third stimulus check. So that might go up too. I kind of have plans if we get the stimulus check or not. If we do get the stimulus check, my plan is to put most of it into my Ally savings and fully fund my Christmas fund this year, my pet emergency fund, my car emergency fund, hopefully start a home maintenance emergency fund, just for when things break and stuff. And then put some of it into the family vacation fund because we do have that trip coming up in October, and the sooner I can fund it fully, the happier I would be. So I do have some plans for whenever that happens, but I don't need it. Just if we get it, then I kind of have plans for where it would go, and I want to save most of it if possible for a rainy day. I thought about throwing it towards our car loan, but it really just doesn't make sense in my head right now. Things are getting better. This year's been horrible, but I would feel a little bit more comfortable keeping that money liquid where I could just take that money if I need it in case an emergency happens, rather throw it at my debt and then I still have my car payment every month, so until it's fully paid off. So it just makes a little bit more sense in my head to keep that $2,800 that we'll get if we get it, and put it into savings and kind of do that so that way I can pull it out if need be. But that is it for February for my net worth and kind of wrapping things up. If you didn't see my video from last week, it was closing out my February budget. You can check that out. I have decided that I want to start to go fully digital for tracking my budgeting. Like I said, it's just super awesome. I can pull my phone out and have my budget there, and I don't have to wait to get home to fill in my trackers. I have it on my phone. It's super simple. So go ahead and check that video out from last week, closing out my February budget. But yeah, I think I'm going to continue on doing it like this. I feel a little bit better, not wasting paper, saving the earth a little bit. And it's just kind of nice to have it all in one place. I don't have to physically have something. I can look back years from now to see me closing out my February budget and how I did compared to next February, So it is kind of cool reference to have on me at all times, which is kind of neat. So I really like that fact of it. Instead of having to have these binders, I have a binder from last year. I'm like, what do I do with this now? And I know a lot of people scan it, go digitally with it, but that seems like a lot of work where I could just go digital now and then not have to scan those papers later. So that sounds like a better option to me. But if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And then tell me in the comments if you're tracking your net worth tracker for 2021. If you have a goal, I know me personally, I want to get 100,000 combined for me and my husband together. That is my goal for 2021. So do you have a goal in mind? Are you trying to pay down that debt like I am? I'm trying to get rid of that car loan to help my net worth go up, right? That's what we want. We want it to continue to go up every single month, every year, and just see that keep going up as we get older. So you can check me out over on Instagram and Facebook at Rolling on a Budget for more posts and content and keeping up with me, my life, and what I'm doing to save money and grow my net worth really. So, but thanks for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.